Welcome to the video, guys. Just a quick one here, but it needs to be pointed out because it's happened for 2 consecutive days at least now, which is pointed out in this BBC article here. 3 boats carrying 35 migrants intercepted in the Channel. Because it's always nice to know that when we're locked down, the UK Border Force is helping people enter this country illegally by catching them in the Channel and bringing them ashore. It drives me nuts that this is the policy we take, rather than turning them round and sending them back from where they came from. We don't need to bring them here. I really don't understand why they continue doing it. Now, this article is talking about boats that were intercepted Saturday morning, so yesterday, and also talks about more boats that were stopped the day before. So it's not like it's just a one-off thing, is it? I mean, how many days consecutively does this nonsense occur? Without them reporting it, obviously, especially with the current situation going on that has taken over the news cycle 24 hours a day. A further 35 migrants have been intercepted by Border Force boats while attempting to cross the English Channel early on Saturday morning. The migrants, who variously identify themselves as Iranian, Iraqi and Kuwaiti, were picked up in 3 separate incidents. It follows the interception of 5 dinghies carrying 76 migrants in the same area on Friday. So guys, that is 111 migrants in 2 days that we know about. How many of them made it over here without getting caught, and how many have come since this article was printed? Those on board were taken to Dover and transferred to immigration officials. The first boat of the 3 was intercepted at 3:40 BST, carrying 14 men and 1 woman, who identified themselves as Iranian, Kuwaiti and Iraqi. Border Force boats scrambled to a second vessel at 6:35 AM, this time carrying 13 men, claiming to be Iraqi and Iranian. So look at that, within a couple of hours the Border Force are back out, bringing more in. It's almost like a ferry service to these migrants, if you ask me. About every 3 or 4 hours, they go out and they pick a few of them up, bring them back in and let them apply for asylum, which obviously shouldn't be the way it goes. You've tried to break the law by entering the country. They should not be able to apply for asylum at all, in my opinion, especially considering they would have had to travel through multiple safe countries to get here. They should just be instantly turned round and sent back. Let's be honest, they didn't paddle their little dinghy from Iraq, Iran or anywhere like that, did they? They came from France, which, last I checked, is a perfectly safe country for the most part. The third boat intercepted off the Kent coast was carrying 7 men, also from Iraq and Iran. Of the 76 people intercepted on Friday, at least 3 were thought to be children. That doesn't really matter. The age, sex, gender or anything else of these people is irrelevant. They just shouldn't be here. The Home Office confirmed there were 55 males and 21 females who said they were Iraqi, Iranian, Yemeni, Syrian and Kuwaiti, but refused to say how many were children, much like they refused to release the grooming gang report. But it's amazing they can confirm and help out 55 males and 21 females who have just come here illegally, but they can't help the children of this country by releasing the grooming gang report to the public. It's just amazing, and really goes to show where the Home Office's priorities lie. All of those detained will be monitored for signs of coronavirus, the Home Office said on Friday. Oh, well that's at least better than the people coming into the airports of this country while we're all locked down in our homes. At least the Border Force and the Home Office have managed to get something right, I suppose. Footage showed officials at the port in personal protective equipment escorting people from Border Force vessels. Yes, because our Border Force now is essentially customer service at the gate of an airport, or the port in this case, where they just help these people through, giving them exactly what they wanted. They broke the law to get here, and our weak system helps them get exactly what they want. It's just incredible. Charities have warned that people are living in unsanitary and overcrowded conditions in migrant camps in northern France, leaving them vulnerable to being infected by coronavirus. Well, charities, I don't give 2 hoots what you have to say at the end of the day. They are in northern France. They are not in the UK, so guess what? They are not our problem. They are France's problem, and they can deal with it. The Home Office needs to crack down on it. tell the border force not to bring these people here, but to turn them around and send them back. France is a perfectly safe country. Their applications for asylum should be instantly rejected simply because they have left a safe country to come here. We do not border any of these nations that these people have come from, so they have no right to asylum here, in my opinion. The Home Office said the pandemic was having no impact on its operational response to the crossings. No, we can see that. You're still bringing them in once you find them in the channel, you useless snivelling shitweasels. And given what you did yesterday with your piss-poor response to the grooming gang report petition, it really doesn't surprise me, to be honest. Lower than pond scum, in my opinion. And we had this here reported in the Telegraph on the 24th of April this year. Record-breaking month for migrant channel crossings, as more than 500 arrived since coronavirus lockdown. Since March 23rd, figures compiled by the Telegraph show that 558 people have made it to the UK, a record for a single month. So what they mean there is 558 illegal immigrants coming over here while we are not allowed out of our houses. Can you believe this nonsense? More than 500 migrants have reached Britain in small boats since the coronavirus lockdown began, as Border Force collected 76 people in 5 crafts on Friday, as we heard in the article we just see a moment ago. The 558 people represents more than half the number of people that have made the dangerous crossing in small boats this year, which stands at 937. So, coronavirus has obviously given these people an opportunity to escape France and come straight over here, knowing our weak border force will just bring them over. The charity has described the news as heartbreaking, as it renewed calls for the government to establish safe and legal routes for those making the dangerous crossing to the UK amid the coronavirus outbreak. No, they do not need safe and legal routes. They already exist and have likely been rejected by them. 99.9% of these people are not asylum seekers, but economic migrants at the end of the day. I don't care what charity, political party, or any other entity for that matter is saying, we do not want these people here. They can go to any other safe country that is in between where they live and here if they are really an asylum seeker who is being persecuted in their own country. Let's be honest, the lockdown is here now. We're not allowed out, so it should be the case that absolutely no one is allowed in for any reason. And it's really infuriating to me that this shit is going on and the border force is bringing people in like I've said. We're not allowed out of our house, but if you jump in a dinghy from France to Britain, you will be escorted over here by the border force and no doubt released into the general population before long. Right. Now before I go, I've started doing live streams and uploading gaming content on my second channel. If you would like to come and join me for a live stream to chat in real time, have an interest in gaming related content on YouTube, or just want to follow me over there because you are a legend, the link will be down in the video description below and as a pinned comment. I hope to see you all there. Now as always, before I go, I want to thank our PayPal, Patreon, Subscribestar and YouTube members for supporting the channel, along with everyone who watches my videos. Remember to let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe with the notification bell and share this video as it helps the channel a lot, and I will see you all in the next one.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors, slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires, and that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going, and we are glad to be going. We're off.